Hey, welcome to Turn5.Live. How are you out there in Cyberland, I guess? Isn't it Cyberland?
Cybernetics. Cybertron.
I'm Todd Lebrani. This is Donovan Johns. Over here we have D-Jesus in the house. DJ Everett is here in the house tonight. DJ Jazzy Everett and the fresh
he's
beer.
Jesus, what does that mean?
I don't know. DJ Fresh Frazzy Everett and the beer.
I got a nickname every week, don't I?
Hey, first things first. Hey, I'm talking.
It's a premature spookulation.
You know, yeah, happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I can't get my candy open.
First things first, speaking of candy, I got some right here.
Yeah.
I got to thank Adam Nelson, Kelly Jo Nelson, for the Dirt Crew Brew. We are now fully stocked and supplied in, over there, there's a...
In the kegerator.
Kegerator.
They can see it.
The Turn5 kegerator. And it is fully stocked thanks to Adam. I appreciate that very much, because I was thirsty.
I helped myself to quite a bit last night.
Did you really?
When I left you at about 8, you were already hammered.
I didn't get home until almost 2.
We went to Wendy's, and he's like, I want a McDonald's burger, and I want a Whopper. At the Wendy's place, he was hanging out the window. It was disgusting. Great weekend of racing. How about that?
That was awesome.
Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. First thing, I guess we need to thank our sponsors.
Yeah.
We have multiple.
Our last season show, and then we get into the winter series shows.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, at least for Meridian Speedway, right? So yeah, absolutely.
Talk about various topics.
Yeah.
Various topics.
That's why he's the best in the business, Mr. DJ Everett.
You really sell that not the prologue. What is that? The teasers for upcoming shows.
Which is a big tease.
That's a little DJ big tease.
DJ Jazzy Everett.
And are we the Fresh Princesses?
You can call what you like.
All right.
I got
sponsorships. What we have coming on sponsorships right now? We have Marc Newman, AC to Z Mechanical.
Marc Newman. I talked to him last night. He does listen to the show. He's a great dude and a lot of fun to be with. We also have the Flores Group, Keller Williams. If you want to sell your house, buy a house. What else? Does Tony do? Coach your football team. Yeah. Whatever else you want Tony to do. Give him a call. He'll come rake your leaves.
He goes to Africa.
He makes pretty babies, so he could probably help you there too.
Show killer. Donovan the Show Killer Johns.
I'm still hungover.
FVP.
FVPparts.com.
Yeah.
There they are.
The Confident Solution.
Stay tuned.
The Confident Solution.
It's like Seafoam on steroids, and they're, where is it? The Super Clean. I use it on my driveway, clean the the oil right out.
It's in his shower, too. I'll let you guys think of it. Put your own joke in.
Other various uses.
Exactly.
And Lion Tamer, same thing. Put your own joke in.
Yep. Lion Tamer.
LionTamerBeerCare.com.
Yep.
Check it out for all of your beard taming needs.
Look good just like that.
Just better.
Like that. And for your soft lips like mine, Sharmaine Shop.
Sharmaine's Lip Balm. Sharmaine Shop.
You guys want to test it out?
Please.
No, go ahead. Test it out.
We're good. We're already over that. What are you doing?
Didn't I tell you?
Are we doing gay porn now?
No. Not anymore. I mean,
that was earlier. That's why we started the show.
I got pictures of you I could post.
Before I came on the show.
What was I doing in the bed of your truck?
Arf, arf, arf. Arf, arf, arf.
So someone had to keep the keg warm when we got home.
It's weird how there's no peanut butter left and no Reese's, no nothing in your house.
And I go to Costco so often.
Adam's chunky.
I'm in control of the candy.
There we go.
I'm in control of the candy tonight.
There's some inside jokes going on. Message me, I'll catch you up.
Yeah.
But anyway, great night of racing, right?
Yep.
Very good.
Want to thank our viewers so far. We got Joe Ransom.
Joe Ransom.
Hey, Joe Ransom, that their kegerator needs a little love.
I was talking to Joe last night on the phone. We were just kind of shooting the bull last night. Just chatting. Yeah.
All right, you want a Ransom family story?
Yeah.
Okay. Willie Ransom, his uncle,
lived
on Madison when he was starting racing in his Chevelle, number 44. Orange and blue, like Boise State. And all the little girls, because he had a beard and long hair, and he was kind of a hippie-looking dude at the time, Willie was, and he was handsome kind of guy. So all the little girls, 9 to 14 years old, would go around screaming, "We Willie Ransom, he's so handsome," and tried to get him to come out of his house, right? And he finally came out, "What are you guys doing? Get out of my yard." These little girls would do that all around the neighborhood. Now, Ray Ransom, little tighter relative to Joe, that's his dad, lived on Jefferson, about 5 blocks away. So we all lived in the same neighborhood. So Joe's dad, his uncle, I was just a little kid, of course, but we all lived in the same neighborhood way before Joe was even thought of. That's my ransom family story.
What do you say that when Joe was a
zygote? Scrotoplasm.
That's your saying.
Scrotoplasm. Yeah, he wasn't even. Yeah. Sorry, Joe. It's true.
Still love you, dude.
Yeah, we love you, but
I love Joe.
Hey,
Joe's cool.
Sean Hackworth, how you doing down there in Utah?
Scipio.
C3PO.
You know, Scipio's famous for where all the truckers stop and take a leak.
Yep.
That's where it's famous for.
And the petting zoo.
And the zoo.
Well, now that Sean's there.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's still doing some video out there at that racetrack.
Yeah, Mallard County.
Yeah. Good stuff. Dirt track.
Video brought to you by VoltVapes.com, one of the other sponsors of Turn5.Live.
And?
Royal Purple.
Purple Modified Series.
And for now, and it looks like for the future. At this point.
Yeah.
Looks like we might be able to get back in there. Maybe. Of course, that can change in December. We don't know yet.
Scott Gilligan is on. Hey, fellas, we made it home safe. Really hurting today. Love and miss all you guys.
That's badass.
Sorry about what. Speaking of badass, sorry about that last night, Gilligan. I meant to be gentler.
What'd you do? What the heck?
He made it home. He's sore.
That's too much.
Wow.
And
I can't stop eating.
His son, Kathan, was in the was racing yesterday.
Yeah, he was, and he was awesome.
Yep.
And he hung out with me instead of trick or treating, which was nuts. It's like, oh, I'm racing tonight. I said, nice costume. It's not a costume. I'm racing tonight. I'm like, I got you, bro. And I hugged him up, and I said, why aren't you trick or treating? Oh, I'm racing tonight. And I'm like, oh, okay.
We got to be responsible. It's race day.
It's race day. You know, I'm not one of those kids anymore. It was fun.
Brent Artie. Hello, Brent Artie. He just says hi.
Artie!
He just says hi.
Artie.
Low, Artie. Low.
Yeah. So, anybody else out there? We have quite a few watching right now. Please comment. Oh, by the way, the icon in your bottom right-hand corner of your screen where it says Turn5.Live.
Right down there somewhere. Down by DJ's shoulder.
Right there.
Yes.
Okay.
Hover your mouse over that, click
Yeah.
it, subscribe to the show to get all future notifications.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we only have like 137. So we need 400.
I owe Scott Gilligan and crew an apology. Brent already says that. Did you call Kathan Catherine?
Oh, no, you did.
Did you do that, Brent?
Oh.
You better not have.
Oh, no.
Well, you know.
I only say that because I didn't do it one time.
Caitlin, Bruce, I mean, that we've got a lot of changes over the years.
Did you just assume his gender?
No, you know, Caitlin Jenner, have you heard about this? She's suing Bruce Jenner for groping her 30 years ago.
So I am drinking water tonight.
That's vodka. Don't let him go there.
Yeah.
No, the reason why I say Catherine is because when I used to go on, I still do, when I go on Race Monitor to find out results from Magic Valley Speedway, they have him listed as Catherine instead of Kathan.
Ooh, that did
Dang.
Well, at least for a while there, they were doing that. So I was like, that can't be right. So
Somebody's got to throw down.
I knew it, Brent. See, I knew it. It's Kathan. That's all right. It happens to the best of us.
Latham says yee yee.
Yep.
Yeah, baby.
Yee yee on the screen.
Miranda, how you feeling today?
Oh, yes.
Ooh, wall bite.
Miranda took a pounding again.
Yeah.
She and the concrete wall are deeply relationshipable now.
I talked to her yesterday.
Yeah.
After that, she's doing fine, but
Yeah, it's going to be sore today.
yeah. Yeah, Rusty Hobb is online as well.
Rusty.
Great
Nice,
job to the
great
sun.
job.
Yeah,
yeah, buddy.
Was that a race or what?
Oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
but
we'll get that a little bit here.
Rusty Hupp is the kid. Rodney's the dad.
Yeah. You're Rusty's little.
I knew that.
He's 14 years old today.
Sorry.
Nice.
We at
Rodney.
midnight, 12:02 this morning. We all sang happy birthday because they were still there and we're all still drinking.
Great.
Not him though. He was 14. He was the beer getter.
He probably drove home.
He probably did. I remember them saying goodbye, but I didn't see them leave.
You saw the sun come up.
Oh, goodness gracious. But before we get into that trunk or treating classic
Yes.
event, we'll talk about there a little bit.
We got some national news.
We got some national news. NASCAR was at the paperclip today in Martinsville. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. We're going to crown some champions.
Yep.
NASCAR here in a few races. Trucks. You guys are so excited.
No, I didn't see the truck race.
It was trucks. So we're now down to the NASCAR in the Cup Series. We're down to the final. We're down to the round of 8.
Right.
Any of those guys win in the next few races, they automatically go to Homestead.
Which played into that.
Did they get to skip the other races and just like take a couple weeks off?
Well, no. they wouldn't be good for their sponsors. But anyway,
what they have left?
the trucks, they have, I think there's 6 guys or 5 guys that are eligible to go to Homestead. And Johnny Sutter's one of them, and he won yesterday in Martinsville, and he gets his ticket punched to go to Homestead. So he's automatically in.
I think he was in the very first truck race. Johnny Sauter's in every damn truck race there is.
Jay Sutter, his
Jay.
brother, and then the number 3 Goodwrench.
Is that his brother? Jim Sauter was his dad.
Dad.
Now
Yeah.
you know Turn5.Live. That's why you tuned in.
Right.
Yeah.
We hit all the deep topics.
Yeah. So Xfinity had the weekend off, and they got 2 races before they go to Homestead. And there's 6 guys that are eligible to go Homestead, and Christopher Bell's one of them, but he's right on the cutting edge right now. So they both series, Trucks and Xfinity, go to Texas next Friday and Saturday. Cup Series today. Let's talk about that because there's lots to talk about there.
There was a really fun moment right there at the
Very end. Well, I guess Todd, we're going to talk about that there.
Yes, there's a Toyota hater on the track.
Yeah, 6 laps ago, Martin Truex and Joey Logano, they're trading paint a little bit there.
A little bit. I think Truex, for starting the last restart in 5th, very patient getting through there. He got by. The announcers don't cover some of the stuff that you see. They were trying, but Jeff Burton was just going insane, not letting Dale Jr. talk like normal.
Yeah.
And Jr. kept saying, they battle for 4th! And Burton's like, God damn it.
I love Burton.
Fuck. It's like, anyway, like a rat.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but Truex worked Kyle Busch clean, got by him, and came up and worked, which was the fastest car, but he was being too nice to his teammate, Keselowski.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was being too nice. He didn't want to.
He was faster than Logano, obviously, but yeah.
Didn't want to screw him up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's definitely faster.
He was trying to find a clean way to get by Logano and just couldn't do it.
Yeah, and
so
then,
he backed out of it.
Then when Truex got up there, he said, I'm not, I give Brad credit for that.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't. But that's the problem with having this going on. It's the problem. Race for the freaking win. I don't like this chase horse shit. I'm not a proponent.
Not a fan.
Then he
And
passed Keselowski clean. I mean, you got to give Truex credit. Truex, pretty calm guy. Pretty, he has a fast car. He didn't use it up. He knew when he had to go with the brakes.
Even Dale Jr. said he's told Truex for years he's too much of a nice guy.
Well,
that's what Dale Jr.'s.
We'll find out in the next 5 races, 6 races, how nice he is.
The post-race interview showed just how nice he was.
Yeah, they take the white flag coming up a turn 2. Truex clears Logano.
Yep,
and
cleanly.
He has about a car length. There's about a car length gap between the two, and going into turn 3.
More than a car length. It was at least a car and a half, and Logano's brakes broke or something.
I saw it.
And his pedal went to the floor, and so he used Martin.
He hit the wrong one.
Yeah, 8 wheels are better than 4, so...
And tires.
Yeah. Moved them out of the way. Bump and run.
Took the win.
Bump and run, say bye-bye. So...
now an accepted thing. And
let's talk about that for a second, and we'll talk about that.
Not accepted in my mind.
Not accepted in your mind.
So I know you probably... I think we talked about this slightly in the past, but I know you kind of differ on that. So go ahead, and I'll give you my take on it.
I find what happened on that last lap to be a racing incident. And I would have fully expected anyone behind me to do the exact same thing.
Okay.
That's the core fundamental of your error.
Of my... I'm like a couple years younger than you are.
Show fodder. I'm pissy.
No, the Seahawks won. Calm.
My fantasy football teams get its ass kicked. You want to see?
No, I'm good. I hear about it nonstop since you got here. Yeah. No,
so you're okay with
think a level of aggression should be done, and especially when you're coming down 5 to go, 3 to go, 1 to go. You have to expect that something is going to happen from behind and from before.
From certain drivers.
Yeah.
Logano I expect it from.
Yeah.
Truex I don't.
Especially Logano.
Kyle Busch.
The
Busch
Bushes.
from.
There's a handful of guys they are going to hit you.
Yeah. So
it's coming. So
that's your explanation on that. So here's mine. Something I wouldn't do, if it happens to be, I'm going to be pissed off, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Because obviously if you do it to me, you're probably going to be okay if I do it to you back. If the tables are turned.
Oh yeah, and so don't complain about it.
Thank you. Don't freaking complain about it.
If you're going to drive that way, it's going to come back.
And I'm going to reserve it in my head for future use. Okay, if the tables are turned, last lap, If I do it to you, do not come to me and complain about it.
Case in point, Matt Kenseth.
Right.
A nice guy got pushed too far and didn't give a shit anymore.
Right.
No, the bump and run's not okay. People, I know that there's going to be people out there that are newer to the sport. I've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
No, it hasn't. It's been part of NASCAR. It's part of the deal. No, if you can't pass them clean.
It's the easiest thing to freaking do in my mind.
Oh, why you just drive through somebody.
Yeah. Why can't you just use your ability?
We have people that are. Oh, I can piss him off right now.
Do it.
We have people in the room that get mad at other drivers for driving a little bit over their head, right? And
DJ, calm the fuck down, man.
And go have meetings and go have rogue meetings about these people. Yet they condone that shit on NASCAR.
Nope,
so
I disagree.
Here's
the difference that you fail to appreciate.
I haven't even finished talking, and you're talking.
Okay. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I will let you finish.
So
I was fucking lying. I have no problem with two people coming together and having a little romantic relationship going into the corners. I have a problem when a driver doesn't realize what craft it takes to do that.
Doesn't take any craft to run your car and not hit the brakes and run over somebody. That doesn't take craft.
Exactly. How much craft does it take to continually?
You know what
bump
the craft
rear?
was? The craft was when he hit Truex Jr. that fucking hard. The Truex didn't spin out already.
Oh yeah, no,
that was the craft.
Yeah. That the Logano move was just a soccer punt. He was going for a 40-yard kick.
Didn't care. He cheap shot at the quarterback. After the interception.
That.
He got beat and didn't like it and fucking drove through the kid.
The difference about the other driver who's sitting in this room was the lineup and the continuous dribbling of the car in front of him in a controlled manner. And then go have a meeting on this guy who does the soccer punting. Because there was a soccer punter and there was somebody who could actually dribble him. The dribbler won that one.
So anyway.
So there was this Greek guy they called Hippocrates. And he would do one thing, and then complain everybody else was doing it. So we called him a hypocrite.
Yeah.
If the shoe fits, put it on, put the other one on, walk around in them.
There you go.
No, I mean,
Speaking of which, I got some fantastic new shoes.
No,
you do. I like your boots.
Us drivers,
Donald's wrong. Next.
Us drivers, we take mental notes, and something I won't do, but I will run you the same way you run me, and do not complain if I do it the same. If I do it back to you, because you should be. I guess you're fine with it if you do it to me, so I'll do it back to you. Anyway, moving on. So Logano, I'm sorry, you were gonna say something?
Oh no.
Logano punches his ticket. He's part of the Final Four now at Homestead with 2 races to go. Texas next Sunday, and we got 3 more to go.
Yep, 3 more.
Actually, 3 more races to go. Other NASCAR news with Lowe's going bye-bye to Jimmy Johnson, and
well, that's the end of an
at
era
the end of the
year.
Ally Financial is going to be picking up the primary sponsorship for 2 years, 2019 and 2020.
It's just too expensive.
The leader in digital financial services, Ally Financial. Anyway.
It makes me want to run out and go get some digital financial. Who the fuck cares?
How
does that affect me?
But it's a 2-year sponsorship.
If they had Dirt Crew Brew sponsor him, that would be cool. Yeah, Dirt Crew Brew. Adam, if you're watching, delicious. we need a broom for the tap handle.
Yes,
because we don't have one. We got some Dos Equis Mexican shit.
Yeah.
We need something.
We need the broom handle.
Yeah. So there you go. So Jimmy Johnson's gonna be taken care of here for the next 2 years. So got a complete makeover of that team.
Oh yeah.
New sponsor, new crew chief. So
I hear they're going to Toyota as well?
No. Gosh.
Once in a while, you just need to clean your Johnson.
Right?
Just need to clean your Johnson once in a while.
So here we go. Let's talk a little bit about let's talk a little bit about F1.
Who's that?
F1.
FF1.
Today, I thought they were banned from the show. Apparently we're banned from showing them.
You know, when he's talking about that, I could check my fantasy football
right
score.
now, you go ahead.
Okay, so all you F1 fans out there, because I know there's lots of you. Sam, I know you're an F1 fan now.
Scott Bowden says Logano is a douche.
I would have to agree.
I'm sure. Yeah, they're all. There's a whole bunch of them that are douchebags.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. So F1 today was in Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico City.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Sounds like I ordered a Taco Bell.
Interesting race. Interesting weekend for F1. With it being Mercedes and Ferrari pretty much all year long. Red Bull kind of took their jabs here and there at a few races. This was Red Bull's weekend in Mexico City. They claimed the front row.
Oh, yeah.
With Ricardo and Verstappen.
Oh, yeah.
And once the lights went out, as they say, Verstappen put a hurt on the whole.
Oh, from that moment.
The whole entire field. He led every lap and put Red Bull in victory lane. So
it was an incredible race.
It was, actually. His second win of the year, his 5th career win for himself, and Red Bull's 4th win of the year. So I know you guys are interested in that.
Did you see what happened at lap 3? Did you?
Lap 3.
Yeah, did you see what happened?
I saw what happened lap 3 in the Claimer race last
night.
No,
on the Formula 1 race. Did you see what happened lap 3?
Absolutely nothing.
I didn't either. Yeah. I didn't watch the fucking race.
Yeah.
It's all about the first 2 corners and then the last.
So
lap.
no,
the start was cool. Then I fell asleep.
But
you watched the baseball game.
Yeah. But what I'm getting at here with this, Vettel was 2nd, Raikkonen was 3rd. What I'm getting at was Lewis Hamilton 4th place finish. He clinched his 5th world championship.
That's awesome.
Ties him 2nd all time with Juan Manuel Fangio for 5 world titles.
Gesundheit.
Formula 1. 71 career wins still. 2 races left still on the F1 schedule. Brazil.
Yeah, they run until like January or something.
Brazil in 2 weeks, and then they go to Abu Dhabi for the final.
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
I just love the word.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi.
So congratulations,
I think
Lewis
we
Hamilton.
do the whole show like that next
time. That's to pull that off, get 5. And that's
two different teams in his career.
I do not like what you're talking about right now.
Okay, Abdul.
Yeah.
Abu, that's it.
I do not like it. Go ahead.
So
you're getting cut off.
5 world titles for Lewis Hamilton. Congratulations. And
give him the clap. You hit your. See, he got the clap 3 different ways.
Jeez,
you got the echo clap.
Way to go, Lewis.
But it's 5 though. We need 2 more people to clap now.
Ooh.
Yeah. Next, IndyCar news.
Dun, dun, dun.
Robert Wickens.
Robert Wickens is paralyzed, boys and girls. He finally announced and came out. He said he has some tingling and some sensations in his feet and his legs. The long road back, his spinal cord is still swollen right now from his injury suffered at Pocono in turn 2 because somebody who was impatient and came down on him.
Yeah.
But no, that wasn't that guy's fault either.
Of course not.
So,
Ryan Hunter-Reay.
What do? You pray for the guy and hope he can walk again.
Yeah, his injury is labeled as a T4 injury. It's not severed, but it's severely bruised. Yeah. That's what they're saying.
Thoracic 4 vertebrae is impacting him, so it's high. You got your cervical, then your thoracic, then your lumbar vertebrae. So it's pretty high.
And your sacral at the very end.
No
joke.
Well, S1 down to your coccyx is, I've had a lot of back injuries, and that's pretty much your tailbone. But T4 is pretty high. That gives you normal functions as far as all your internal organs. But and
the thing about it is that's wasn't his only injury. He has a neck fracture. He's got a tibia and fibula fractures to both legs.
Those are kind of fixed now. They pinned him, and I think he's coming around on those.
Fractured right forearm, fractured elbow, 4 fractured ribs, and a pulmonary contusion. So,
and a partridge in a pear tree.
Man, oh man. So, yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully, we keep him our thoughts and prayers that he makes a recovery. Hopefully, a full recovery. So,
let's hope so.
That's what I got for national news this week.
Regional.
And,
let's talk about the Lucas Oil Modified Show. Was in Lake Havasu Speedway in Lake Havasu, Arizona. Beautiful facility just south of town there, not far off the Colorado River playground down there. It was probably 80 degrees, 85 degrees when they were practicing and stuff, and probably 70 or so at the end of the race. Taylor Mitch started 3rd. As soon as he qualified fast time, he drew a pill for the number 3, and when he did qualify, he clinched the season championship for the Lucas Oil Modified Series. He passed Jason Johnson at the start there, who was his competitor for the championship, then got by Dylan Capello with a couple laps to go with the old bump and run. How convenient. To win the 100-lapper there at Lake Havasu with only one yellow flag at lap 31. So kind of good. We talk about car counts and this and that. And of course, us that run modifieds, we all look up to the Lucas Oil Modified Series. But to show, when we can get at, what did we have at Magic? How many cars? At Meridian we had less, but we had
about
18?
About 18. We had like 15 or 16 at Meridian, about 18 at Magic Valley.
Yeah,
so.
They've got, for the Lucas Oil Modified Series, essentially from the Bay Area of California through L.A., San Diego area, Phoenix, all that area down there, they probably have 22 million people. That's kind of what I'm thinking, something like that. Mm-hmm. They had 17 cars. So we're doing fine on car count. I mean, we look up to them. They're fast. Yeah, they're very competitive. A lot of those guys are really good. They had 17 cars. There's a lot going on for a lot of those drivers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, other tracks, other things going on. The Legends Nationals probably didn't help them much in Las Vegas, which is our next topic.
Yeah.
We have the Legends Nationals, which is a great event every year that goes on down there. We had a lot of local guys go down. Yeah, Casey Tillman, Donovan Barr, Zachary Telford, our favorite 14-year-old, Trevor Christiani, Ken Fricky.
I think I saw Gary Luck was there too.
Gary Luck, Ken Fricky.
Yeah.
I'm missing somebody.
How many?
I don't think Ethan went.
How many cars were down there? Because I saw one of the front stretch picture.
Yeah.
Holy Jesus!
I think 109 is the number. I counted them. I counted them in practice on Thursday night. And
it looked way over 100. That was a ton
it's possible
of cars.
Because I was just catching the Young Lions and then the Masters and the Pro. So I might have missed something there, but yeah, there was at least it was well over 100.
It was impressive how many cars were down there, and and for the Lucas Oil Series, a lot of those guys also run the Legends and the families.
Sure.
And there's so many cars down there.
Sure. You had Chris Eggleton out. You had Chris Eggleton out there. He's a K&N champion out there running a Legend. Trevor. I don't know what happened to Trevor. He didn't run Saturday. I don't know if he heard something or I just didn't see it, but I hope he did well. The bars, Derek and Donovan. Donovan struggled a little bit with the setup all week with the car that just rebuilt. Got it together and ran 6th or 7th in his main. Zachary was right in there with him all weekend in the Young Lions division.
Yeah.
And everybody else, I think, ran B mains and stuff.
Yeah. Just kind of looking over things here.
Yeah.
But the Pro Championship, Carson Ferguson took the win. Jason Irwin was second.
Jason Irwin, there you go. That's a Lucas Oil modified car.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So, boy, yeah. I heard the same thing. About 110 Legends down there.
Yeah, right in there. It's a ton. So. That's a great field. So I'm excited about that. The regional stuff's doing fine. Lucas probably would have had, if they didn't have the Legends Nationals, they probably would have had 20, 22 cars. So they're doing fine.
Yeah. Meridian Davis says she's doing great.
Good.
Checked all my safety gear after last week's show, and she owes us all thanks on that. So good deal.
And Luke Wolverton, spoke to him a little bit today. Yeah. He is sore, but he is gonna pull through. He's got a bunch of bruised up bits. But they are actively pursuing some safety upgrades for next year.
Going to see our friend Kyle.
Yep.
Telestrom at pitstopusa.com.
Send them on down.
Yeah, I was talking to Luke's girlfriend, Randy, online earlier today, and she said that when she needs to go out, she needs about maybe 3 or 4 girls to watch Luke, just to keep him in place. Handful. Yeah, just to keep him in place. So, any girls that want to volunteer, that's what she asked. So,
I was personally offended because I thought guys should be appropriate as well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So for those guys who weren't at Meridian Speedway last night, it was championship night, featuring the
4 classes, 5 classes,
yeah,
5 classes.
Featuring of course, the mini stock division. Had a great race.
Yep. I guess we'd start out with Stingers, I guess.
Yeah,
man, oh man,
little Stingers. Holy! I think we should end with the Stingers because they were hands down the best show of the night. We can start big and then go down. The
Pro 4 race was pretty good.
It was good, but it wasn't 2 kids slicing and dicing and making moves like crazy animals.
No, but there's like 4 cars that are 3 seconds faster.
Yeah.
And motors that are down the streets are like, holy shit. I told that one, I was sitting next to somebody. I think it was Kyle Latham. I said, we're going to take the motor out of that car right there and put it in a Pro 4 so we can win. Good Lord. No, they're stock.
Oh, my
If you want your kid to win that bad, you got to do that kind of stuff. Holy cow, move them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to the Caster Cones will be moving up.
Good.
Good deal.
Coming up into, hopefully the mini stocks are looking hard into doing that.
Good. Yeah, it's good
Which
class.
Caster Cone, for what, he's 14 now? Or will be here very soon. He's, with his driving aggression, putting him into a field of people who are able to compete with him, he'll do well in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All those kids will do well. Rusty, Castricone, there's a few more that are ready to move up. We've seen great growth out of the kids that came out of the series. With,
There's so many kids now.
Yeah, with the Chapinis, Daytona, am I missing?
Pro 4 guy.
Riley.
Right.
The 22 car. What's his name? Josh.
I know.
22 Pro 4. Great guy.
Right. I always.
Oh, Jordan Harris.
Jordan Harris.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out. Yeah.
So I'm like, it's just.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you wouldn't have killed all those brain cells off last night, you could have remembered.
I killed all.
Notice I didn't know either.
And for those of you who also weren't there, I was slightly inebriated.
He was floating. He was so drunk.
I don't know why.
I think he
You know
pissed
what, though?
himself a couple times.
Before the racing started, though, we had a great time giving out candy.
did.
Let's talk about that, before we go through results.
I heard somewhere like 950, close to 1,000 kids came through that gate.
So trunk or treat at Meridian Speedway. At pits opened at 8 a.m. First practices went through, and after that, after first round, Meridian Speedway opened up the pits to the kids.
Yeah, like 12
and
o'clock.
Almost 1,000 kids walked through our pits.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
In an hour.
It's
Yeah.
After 50 years, it's hard to say what my proudest moment at Meridian Speedway is, but this is in the top 5.
Yeah.
As far as what we did for our community
Yep.
and how we brought racing up a level. In the communities, I'm hoping that there were some community fathers, some city council people or something that came through that and saw that. Because, holy cow, maybe some dairy board people. I even told Adam and Kelly that this is awesome.
Yeah,
Good for you. And they were tickled. They were holding hands, walking through the pits. They've been married forever, just like all of us. They were just having fun, too. And it was really good to see them enjoying it, too.
A lot of the drivers and crewmen kind of got into it. A couple of cars were decorated. Of course, newcomers were done. Full pirated out.
They won.
Yeah.
So many people. The guy with the Model A or Model T?
I don't know. Model something.
Yeah, just beautiful. They had it decorated it out.
And I think this is the third year they've done this, the trunk or treat. And if you notice, it's getting bigger.
Ow, that hurt.
I could have muted you.
Do it. He's going to do it again. I'm going to do it again.
Gosh, we're sorry about that.
The dogs are going crazy in the neighborhood.
Oh, wow. No, third year, I believe, and if you notice, it's getting bigger and
The
bigger.
first year they did it, it was quite... I don't think the word just hadn't gotten out much. Coming last year, it was nuts in the pits. I know I brought, 4 bags of candy and was gone. Of course, I didn't know any, but I'm just giving handfuls to everybody. Yay, have it. We're just going to go.
No, he's good now.
And then this year was... we did bring enough candy this year because we have plenty to hand out.
I got like 4 bags out in my truck.
Right? So many kids, so many awesome costumes. The people who had come out, the parents, the kids, everyone was in great spirits. The kids had a great time.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun.
I was proud of our
awesome.
group yesterday. Not that me being proud matters, but it was cool.
Yeah.
So I wonder what next year's going to be like.
Hopefully the RPMS will have something like that. We in the past, I don't know if you guys remember, we used to do fireworks at our starts and stuff like that. We used to do little fireworks shows and things. We'll have to do something like that again.
We got the budget for some sparklers.
Yay. Sparkly, yay! I want to get like Fat City or one of those guys to sponsor us, so we can have fireworks for the start of our mains and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
They get pissy at Magic Valley when I tell them to do it because the airport's right there. Shoot down a Delta plane.
If you get enough cars, you can do a 3-wide salute with fireworks on the pace lap.
Yeah,
that'd
we
be
could.
cool.
We could. I love what Lucas does with the American flag. That's cool to me.
Yeah. So, Jeremy White, hello guys. Todd, if you're in town tomorrow, holler at me.
All changed, Jeremy. My plans changed. It'll be the
like my
following
diaper.
week. I am not going down to Salt Lake.
No.
Yeah. But those of you that are viewing right now, please come on the chat room here and send us some
Katie
comments.
Miller was there. That's right. Katie Miller. They put a card together for Katie. Her friends did. I saw that on Facebook. I was real happy about that.
Beautiful looking card, too.
Yeah,
Blue
nice gal. And,
yeah.
And took it down there. And Kyle called her Cavity Miller, which I don't understand.
I'm not sure if
He's been corrected.
I'm not sure if Cal actually meant to say that or not. But anyway,
Kyle?
leave that alone.
Alcohol's a horrible drug, Kyle.
Yeah.
It's a solution, technically speaking.
Drew Brees threw a pick. Keep going.
Anyway, anybody watching the World Series? There is a game. What, 5 tonight or 4? 5? 5 tonight.
So we had the high school tuners.
2-1
also
Sox,
ran last
bottom
night.
of the fourth. Go ahead.
I got my baseball shirt on.
The Giants.
Go
I
Giants.
thought you looked like a giant candy corn.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit.
You want a piece of this, don't you?
No, I don't like candy corns. They're the ones everybody throws out.
They're my favorite.
They're the ones that's left at the bottom of the bag nobody wants. The candy corn.
No.
I kind of look like, I don't know what I look like tonight.
A gray
Skeleton. A bitch? Great. Fucking A. Thank you.
So yeah, you want to start out with Stingers? They were
We already started out with the tuners, then we regressed, and now we're coming back.
We didn't even talk about who won or anything, or heat races or anything. So let's
we
recap.
were in the middle.
What was the first race of the night?
Stingers.
Yeah, Stingers.
Let's talk about them.
Okay.
Who did what?
How were the heat races? The heat races were great, weren't they?
Yeah.
Sure.
Heat races across the board were fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
We went caution free in the heat races, start to finish.
Sure.
We'll go with that.
You want to talk about heat races? What the heck? Gosh.
He's in a bad mood. I'm
No,
hungover.
I'm not. I'm watching my fantasy football game.
He did
Do
mention
the show or go upstairs, go visit grandma,
Don't you have an
go
iRacing
watch
race
Wheel of
first?
Fortune.
Don't you have an iRacing
I
race?
already missed it. Gary,
Me too.
he's in the B main.
Yeah, it sucks.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Jumping straight to the main events here.
into the mains.
Dun, dun, dun,
We had a points
The-
battle.
So are we talking about Stingers?
Stingers.
But
64 versus 11.
yeah, Rusty Hop.
Rusty versus.
I knew that. Sorry, Rodney.
In the 50s, they used to do the Rusty Hop.
The Rusty Hop.
At the Hop. The Rusty Hop.
So Cody Castricone was actually leading most of that race, and Rusty in traffic. As soon as I saw the traffic coming, I'm going.
I will
wide,
say
baby.
we brought it up in the show. Which show was that? That was the K&N show, I think.
It was a few races ago.
With where the kids were splitting 3 wide left and right. I know I had a conversation with several of the parents, several of the kids. I know a lot of other drivers spoke about driver etiquette, which is something that's not done. No, I'm okay. Okay, I'll take your beer. What?
This is not Dirt Crew Brew.
It's probably Bud Light.
That's Coors Light. Look at it.
I haven't really had any yet.
What's wrong with that?
Adam. Next.
So, last night, several excellent decisions I saw were executed on the track.
Yeah.
Both Cody and Rusty
Yep.
stopped themselves from going 3 wide multiple times in traffic. And so that was, I love the fact that they all chose to have to learn about and to do what they're doing. Learn the craft. Learn why you don't do those kinds of things. They showed the maturity that, yes, they were fast. And in doing so, Cody did sacrifice his win.
Yeah, Rusty used a lap car as a pick.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It
on
was
Cody.
For those of you, look it up on Fans Choice if they have it up there. That was such a great... They were in traffic the whole time.
Yeah, and I will say this. Rusty and Cody did come together, and you saw it in turn 3.
They crossed up coming into 3.
Freaking Cody kept it in the gas.
Both of them never lifted.
Never lifted.
Cody
and they
Cody
kept on.
turned into it.
Yeah.
Point and click racing when you
Kept it
had the
going.
front wheel drive. And he didn't overcorrect it either. He started coming around.
Yep.
He brought the wheel up. And
That was awesome.
Rusty got around him, but he was right there the whole time. So
Yeah, I thought maybe Cody might have a chance to get back by Rusty, but boy, it was great watching those two going at it. So
I felt bad that again, like Gilligan's kid, 9 years old.
Keithan?
We had another newcomer, or not
Newman's
Newman's daughter,
daughter,
first race out there. We had a whole bunch of kids who were brand new to racing, and who were incredibly slow because they were brand new to racing.
Yeah, they're trying to figure it out.
Right. And of course, you had the Castor Cones, both of them, doing very fast lap times. You had Hop doing fast, and the
84 from Twin.
I can never remember her name.
Moen is the family.
In Keith and Gilligan's defense, I was talking to Scott about that. Their junior stinger track at Magic Valley Speedway.
Oh yeah, it's tiny.
It's like
it's a road course.
It's like half the speed of what we run here at Meridian. So
and it's like maybe an eighth mile.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a road course.
Yeah. It's the inside road course of Twin Falls.
It's the trapezoid we were talking about, so they're doing like half or a third of the speed of what the kids are doing here at Meridian. So
so he's 9 years old. He's getting adapted to running a big track with big walls with guys who are going incredibly fast. For what they were, holy crap, that was awesome.
Yep.
And I've been saying it for years. And the junior stingers, those kids, that's our future, and that's freaking cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we got to keep that up.
Yep.
Make sure they're safe. We got to look at those cars
Safety.
really close.
Other drivers in that field, Sean Tully was in that field. Dylan Wardle was in that field as well.
And Delaney.
Yep, Grace and Delaney Grace. Jessica Harris was in there. So, we had a 13 cars.
It should be a good, strong,
healthy field of great races.
Yep.
Should be a good crowd next year, too.
Yep. So, 2018 champion is Cody Castricone. So, congratulations to him.
Yeah.
And won by a small margin.
Yep.
So
Rusty won the race, and Castricone won the championship.
Yep.
Had that in the Pro Force as well, I believe.
That they did. Yep. Very close point spread in the Pro Force. But what happens next was the Stingers. Tuners.
I'm sorry,
Tuners.
Yeah.
The Stinger Tuners, Hornet.
Yeah, next year we'll have the Super Tuners or Super Stingers.
Super Monster Tuners.
Super Monster Tuners.
Yeah. Super Monster
V8 front wheel drive.
Whatever.
Street stock, mini stock.
The Grocery Getter Nationals in the minivan.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be
minivans and station wagons.
Or that's the only thing.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Didn't get a chance.
Pontiac Aztecs.
It's kind of weird.
No, that's fits. Breaking Bad. The Breaking Bad Nationals. There we go.
The Breaking Bad.
The Mystery Machine. Got to have that kind of van.
60s 40 Econoline.
Yeah. Cab overs. COEs.
Dude, the COE series.
Got to have that. COE series. Next.
Book it down. We'll talk about it in March.
Whatever works. That'll be for the winter series.
What do we got in the Stingers? Who was our top fives?
Stingers. So in the Tuners. We're talking about.
That's what
we had Aaron Flagstead, Alexis Lake, which is Riley Rogers' girlfriend, I believe. Sarah Lawrence, Haley Rogers, Rusty Hop, and James Strickwater.
Strikewater.
Yep, going at it. I actually didn't get a chance to watch that particular race. I don't know if you saw it or not, but
no, I was congratulating the Castricones and everybody.
Yeah, James Strickwater.
By the time I looked up, the race was over. It was just done.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. James Strickwater won the race and also the championship for 2018. And
he's lit up that whole year. He's just doing it.
Yeah, he's doing good this year. So, but that leads us to our mini stocks.
Mini stocks.
And
mini stocks.
Yeah, a little bit of carnage in that one there.
We that was definitely I would call it the fiberglass 100. But
one of the biggest fields of the year. A lot of cars came out. The 16 came out first time. Nate Little.
Yeah, they just bought that car. That's his second mini stock start for Nate in Aqua.
In Aqua, okay. Why do we name him? Next.
It's because it's
in purple.
In purple.
In Barney.
So, Wardle went into the night in the 24 car Maxine.
53-point lead. Maxine. 53-point lead over Fred Vigil.
And Fred.
It was not Jason Sanders in second. It was the Jason and Fred show.
Yes. Not the Jay
Sanders
versus Jay.
was behind 25 more points. Just letting you know, Meridian, on your flyers.
Yeah.
Fred was a little pissy about that.
So
but that anger came out in that race. We'll get to that in a second.
Oh, man. Fred was driving like an unleashed animal.
Yeah.
So, heat races. Fine and dandy. Fred said fast time.
He was on a vigil.
Second fast, hats off to 29, the rookie. I don't know if he locked it Rookie of the Year or not. There's a very close battle there between Dan E. Martin and James Paul.
Oh,
They literally had like a 2.3 point
I'm sure
battle.
I'm sure Danny got it.
Paul Paul went out of the main. So
Yeah. Danny was turning that thing up. They changed their gear or transmission or something, and it was swinging.
Yeah, that car came out on fire.
Yeah, it was swinging. Didn't have a lot of end of the chute speed, which is how you spook somebody into giving you a line. And I knew it was going to be struggling in traffic. In fact, I talked to Miranda about it earlier in the night after practice. It just seemed like it wasn't going to be passing fast. It was fast alone.
Yeah. Well, and
one of those
he's
things you work
a rookie.
on.
He's had, 2 blown motors this year in 2 different cars. So he's had a lot of challengers. And for him to be able to come on late, that's great for him.
Yeah.
So Jason Sanders and Luke Wolverton took the heat races.
Yep.
And come main event time, didn't take long for the fireworks to start breaking out there. Was it
Lap two.
Lap 2. Blake Corey and Miranda Davis
got together.
in turn 4.
Yeah.
Come together.
Corvette, the old Camaro corner, bit them both. It just seemed like some really hard racing. And Donovan was telling me, and Miranda can comment, it looked to me like they just bumped and then they couldn't get apart from one another. Donovan told me that actually a part broke on Miranda's car.
So, it looked like there was a part failure.
Yeah.
Miranda sent me a little description from her take there. And I didn't get a chance to look at it real quick, but
something in this. And I apologize, Miranda. You told me about it last night when I was talking to you, but it was something in the steering that sheared off in the initial contact between her and Blake, and then after that, she was along for the ride. There was no steering at all.
Yeah,
and
both
Yeah,
both of them drove to the wall.
That car almost got into the fence.
Yeah,
and it would have went through the fence.
Yeah,
she climbed Blake's right front or left front.
Left front, yeah.
And she was airborne, and that got real scary real fast. Especially if you guys go into YouTube, look up the Blake Coria crash from last night. You see Miranda's car just get airborne and stuff it into the wall.
Yeah, it's a good race car too, and it's going to be hard to fix that one.
Yeah. I was talking to Miranda's parents. They think they can fix it.
They could. Yeah, they know how they're doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys are smart. So
I think Miranda's sister Amanda Hay was supposed to be slated to drive that car next year or something like that.
She's still recovering from an injury.
Yeah.
From an accident, non-racing related. But they're hoping to put her in that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But the Miles family will get that fixed.
Oh yeah.
They figure it out.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Wasn't long after that, our buddy Luke Wolverton.
Luke had a hard day.
He did.
At the beginning of the race, he had a fuel line failure.
Yeah.
It was squirting fuel, and the fuel came off, and went a couple laps down while the Miranda issue, but they had to go run. We had to find an actual new fuel line and rebuild the fuel system underneath there. And then, he lasted a few more laps, and I don't know what failed.
No, he got into with the 29.
I was going to say.
They did get a touch.
One of the things that, we talked about this briefly, Dan and I did. I think it was Dan and I. No, it was you and I. We now have these cars where all the wheels are external of the body.
I've been saying it for years. We don't run stock cars. We're open wheel cars.
Yeah.
These
every
wheels
mini stock out there.
Well, every Hornet too, because all the fenders are beat in. And we're running wheels that are offset, trying to get these things as wide as possible. There needs to be some track width rules.
That's enforced. Why I wide bodied my car just for that reason.
Well, it needs to be track width enforced. So you got a really small racetrack, and you got a nice wide big car. We used to tuck the left wheels underneath the car as much as possible, and the right ones out as far. Get more left side weight, right? Some of these wheels are sticking out more than half of the tire is external, and what I saw with Wolverton, I was watching from turn 2, okay, but I was watching exactly that because I just watched him down the back chute, and Luke had got up next to Danny somehow. I can't remember exactly how, but they were running side by side going into 3, and I think it was just a 100% racing deal. But what happened was they touched. Luke's car bounced and got in the air where the brakes didn't matter.
Yeah.
The wheels were stopped. I'm sure he was hard on the brakes, but it didn't matter because the car was up in the air. And he hit hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
That front end is. That was saddening in my soul.
I was out on the track when he was getting out of the car with the ambulance people, and he wasn't walking real jet. He was trying to figure out what the hell happened at that point.
Yeah, he according to Randy, his girlfriend, he declined a ride to the hospital, even though everybody suggested to him to go to the hospital. He declined it, and so
they went by themselves, I think.
Was it?
Did they not? I can't remember.
They went later.
Okay.
I think I don't know if they went into separately or if they went in the ambulance after the fact, but they did go.
They didn't go in the ambulance. Okay. I remember hearing that over the tracks radio that they declined that, and the fire truck did show up for it to get them, but the paramedics did.
Yeah. So we'll keep Luke in our thoughts, for a speedy recovery.
Billy's telling us that Danny didn't get the Rookie of the Year. He came in second.
He did get second.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, I knew it was a close battle.
I don't know who got it then.
Yeah. Was
it Billy? Was it Ship?
No, Ship's not a rookie.
Oh.
No.
Ship to
But he almost won that main. He should have won that main.
Yeah.
We were screaming for him pretty hard.
So that's Melinda. We all name our cars. We're mini stockers. This is what we do.
Yeah.
That little Toyota was looking so damn good.
Oh, it's flying.
Holy crap.
He's had that thing on kill all year. It's been fast.
About mid-year, that car came on, and it went from being not a back marker, but at least the back of the fast cars to then he was in the middle. And now that fool is right there in the front.
Man. It's one of the guys to beat.
So speaking of Billy, when Jason was leading that race and he spun coming out of turn 4, I could have sworn I saw Billy actually starting to catch Jason just a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. He was starting to catch him just a little bit. Yeah.
Wardle had a hard time keeping that car right.
I was talking about Jason Sanders, but when he spun coming out of turn 4, right before he spun, I could have sworn I saw Billy catching him just a little bit. I'm like, oh wow,
maybe that's why he spun. He was going too hard.
There has been a couple of times where Billy has been either the fastest or second fastest in the mains, putting on the fastest lap time. That car when it comes alive,
well, every year he gets faster.
Toyota power,
that was a Hornet, right? So that car gets faster every year, right?
Both of his cars were Hornets. His Integra, same thing.
Yeah. So it gets faster every year. So it'll be fun this off season. We'll be able to. I'm sure you're watching tonight, and we'll be able to keep track on what's going on with Billy Ship all winter long.
So went back to green flag racing after Sanders spin, and
Billy Ship after Wolverton's crash, we went back.
Okay. I don't know
Sanders
where.
spun.
He spun
out. Coming out turn 4. Yeah, but anyway, point I was going to get at is Jason Wardle. He had a decent lead going into the night, kind of comfortable. But the one thing that he could have thrown away was with a wreck.
Right.
I'm not sure what lap it was, and you guys, we all saw it.
He drove the wall.
5 to go.
The K rail on the backstretch.
He was like mid race.
The wall of voodoo.
It was about mid race.
He climbed it.
Yeah, he climbed it.
He tried to pull a Josh Jackson. He's like, I'm going to run the fence line.
Spider-Man, climb walls.
Fred was on him. And
Fred had aggression level up.
Yeah.
If Jason would have hit the brakes when he went up that wall, he'd have locked up the front end. Of course, once again, the tires would stop rolling. They can't turn when they're stopped.
Right.
And he would have ate the water barrels. So the thing to do when you climb the wall of voodoo is just don't hit the brakes and turn.
Bring it back down.
Yeah.
One of these days we got to get that back chute wall flat. That's so many race cars.
A lot of people are saying that. I've been hearing, so yeah. Yep. But
Wardle about took himself out of competition.
He dodged one there
on that back stretch. That was for the beginning half of the race when he climbed the wall.
Yeah.
And then he just kept overdriving his entries and just washing it around. And of course, Fred, being with extreme pressure, was not making it any easier and sticking his nose up underneath. Oh man, there's so many times that could have went south for both.
Freddie did his job. He raced his car hard.
Yeah.
Jason at some point finally just kind of burped the throttle a hair, let Fred run, and Fred took off. He was a ship in the night.
Smart move,
Great win by Fred.
Yeah, excellent win, and congratulations to Jason Wardle, his very first mini stock championship. Congratulations to him.
Absolutely,
his
well
entire
deserved.
family.
Kent, nice people.
Oh yeah.
Between all those group, everybody we mentioned in the mini stock class, fantastic, nice people.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Looking at the comments here,
and if we haven't mentioned you, it's because you're an asshole.
No, that's not true.
looking
Maybe.
They know I got love for him.
Looking at the comments here in the chat room, Sean Young is tuned in. We're going to talk about Pro Force in a little bit. What's up, DJ? How you doing, Sean? I was commenting on Sean Young. He's gotten a little bit quicker and quicker in that Pro 4 that he's got each year that goes by. Brent says James Paul won the Rookie of the Year. So, yep.
Oh, Billy Ship on there. Yep, he had the car to fight all night. Super loose and overdrove it.
But he did look decent, though.
Yep.
Yeah, he looked decent. I think so.
Next year, Billy Ship.
Yeah.
Top. I think Ship's going to have top 3 in points in 19.
Yeah.
That car's so good. And he will get a victory.
Yeah. Great guy. I talk to him all the time in the pits whenever I see him. So.
Gary Packard had a Toyota like that way, way back in the day, a mini stock. It was built originally by Dwayne Dillon and ended up being Jim Bailey's mini stock. After that, I'm not sure where it ended up, but yeah, They can fly.
Yeah.
That's a 3TC, I believe. That's what he's got in that. If not, it could be a 22 RE too. But a 3TC usually is that's what Joe Barton ran and so forth. They're very fast cars.
That car, he's got the handling figured out for the most part. He's got the power. He's got the skill set coming down to match with what he's got. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Looking forward to see what he's got.
That leads us to our Pro 4s.
Great race.
Going into the night, Brendan Fries had about a 24, 25 point lead over Kenny Chandler. Okay. And green flag came out on the main event. And both Kenny and Brendan from the back of the pack were working their way up through the field. Eventually, Brendan jumped out to the lead. Want to mention also in that race, Joe Bowers, a Pro 4 Alliance driver from Oregon, was there as well.
55 plus came down.
Yep.
That's a good-looking ride.
Joe's been around forever.
Yeah.
Joe was a West Coast late model standout. That 55 car, the primer in black. That's his choice of colors.
That was so beautiful. I saw that in the pits. I was like, oh.
Yeah. That car was built by Chuck LaHorge last winter.
Yeah.
I think it was last winter. But a beautiful race car all the way through. Chuck was there last night. Good friend of mine, chassis builder for many of the modifieds. LaHorge Race Cars is one of our approved builders for the the OEM replacement clip. Those of you that know the Webster family, the Webster family runs a LaHorge car. Also, probably the winningest Pro 4 in the history of the Western United States is a LaHorge chassis, which Joss Harris is now driving. Kenny Chandler's Corvette.
Oh, yeah.
Was a Chuck LaHorge, early Chuck LaHorge Pro 4. So in 1994... 5, when Kenny went and bought that car out of Northern California, that was a Chuck LaHorge chassis. And fast car, always has been a fast car. Oh, but they did retool it. When they redid Sean Tubbs' car, they did retool that car. So wherever Sean Tubbs' car went up the Northwest somewhere is also LaHorge. So it was neat. I was telling Chuck, I said, that's your old car right there. He goes, that's the old Corvette. I said, that's it right there. He goes, oh, I can see it now. He goes, yeah, that's one of mine. Yeah. Probably the winningest, one of the winningest cars in Meridian Speedway history.
I liked when the LaHorges came out 2 years ago.
And when Devin came up,
the coolest people.
Yeah, they are nice folks.
Just
they are
top to bottom, awesome.
And they will have. In fact, that car is the one that.
Who bought that? Twin Falls driver, was it?
Yes, Clark.
Griswold.
No, Tony Fernetton. Tony Fernetton has that car in Twin Falls.
There we go.
And LaHorge factory cars are good. He's got a car on the jig for Devin to run with us.
Nice.
So he's gonna have hopefully have it out. Yeah. OEM replacement clip, big help. Chuck LaHorge should be the Western United States Hall of Fame as far as chassis builders go. Absolutely.
Good.
Yeah. Joe Bauer was actually third quick in qualifying in time trials.
He screwed up qualifying. That's what he told me.
Yeah.
He goes, I screwed
was third
up.
quick, but he did pick up the heat race win over in the fast heat race, they call it, I guess.
Heat.
Yeah, he picked up the heat race win. But main event time, Job of the green. Kenny and Brendan worked their way through the field.
Bauer's got in a little scuffle.
Yeah, with the 04.
A whole bunch we could talk about.
Oh, man.
Here. We're not going on.
You weren't there.
No, I
had to put somebody in their place pretty hard.
Did you?
I got a little bit fired up too. You can ask him. I got a little fired up as well. So
I was over playing with all the mini stockers. I missed all the fun stuff.
Don't see that very often, but I got fired up as well.
But twice last night.
Yeah.
Really?
With that, and then
the angry Asian strikes again.
Yeah, and then some dealings.
Kamikaze!
Yeah.
One side, motherfucker!
Some dealings with Sam last night too. Some guys were trying to go after Sam, and anyway.
What are you eating my candy for?
Motherfuckers bogarting all the races.
I know.
I told you I was.
Found one. There you go. I got you, boo.
Yeah, fucker.
I got you, boo.
Told you I was. But yeah, Joe and the 04 of Ben Harris got together in turn 4. They actually
Joe
got stuck together.
Joe and the 55 of Joe Bowers.
Yeah.
The JoJo.
Joe Bowers. And they actually kind of got stuck together.
I said Joe Harris. I don't know who that is.
No, I said Joe Bowers. I just said Joe. No, I said Ben Harris. They got together and they got stuck together coming out of turn 4.
Okay.
And
there you go.
Yeah. And that brought up the caution flag, but Joe had to go to the back of the pack. But when green flag racing resumed, Brendan was out in front. Kenny was right there, hot on his tail for a number of laps. Yep. Oh yeah, looking for a way
It
around.
was down here. You can see it.
Looking for a way around, and those two actually put on a great show all year long.
Yep. Right, talking to Kenny after the race was over, and I said, "You ran him down, buddy." He goes, "Yeah, I lost the war, but I won the main tonight." And I said, "It was a good pass." He goes, "Well, you know what it is with him." He goes, because Kenny always tell you a story.
Sounds just like him, actually.
Fuck, he's my favorite imitation I do. Well, you know what it is? Brennan's really, really good, but he, I'm just a little better sometimes. And the only way I can get it close to him is when we get into traffic, because I can dive in there on that traffic, and he waits a little bit. So I got him on that traffic, and I made a run on the outside, or down low, and it wasn't going to work. He says, so I waited and bought him my time. Eventually, I knew that he'd make a mistake, and he did, and I got him on the outside. Kenny's like half drunk telling me this story. He's like I didn't see the fucking race or something.
For a second there, I thought actually Kenny was talking to us.
Right?
For a second.
I'm telling you, he used to smoke, when he's smoking, he used to smoke these screwed up cigarettes. They were called Moores, M-O-R-E, and they were brown. They were skinny, and they were funky looking. He said, buddy, you know what happened? Then he, oh!
Yeah.
I love Chandler. One of my favorite all-time guys.
Oh boy. But yeah, it was those two were running away with it, and we talked about this before. All Brent had to do was keep him in sight. He was going to finish behind him, finish right there behind him, and he was going to win the championship, which is what he did. So Kenny took the main event win, and Brendan finished second, and your 2018 Pro 4 champion at Meridian Speedway is
And hats off
Brendan
to those
Fries.
guys. I know how hard it is to beat Kenny Chandler. I never did it.
Yeah.
In points. I beat him in a race once, but a couple of times, but I never beat him.
Yeah.
And hats off to Freeze. They had a challenging year. They had a lot of times where that car would not work.
Yep.
And just didn't do what they needed it to do.
Worked on it.
They figured it out. They got the help they needed, and that car came alive. Freeze drove his ass off in that car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's come a long ways.
Yeah. A long ways from his mini stocking days.
On the mini stocking days, he was a hazard.
Yeah.
So he's come a long ways.
I had that conversation with my favorite doodah. Who's also, just in this last year.
You haven't let go of a Hornet race from like 4 years ago or something.
Well, when I can't reach my seatbelt to pull it down across my lap, I get regular reminders.
Gosh. Our friend from Oregon, Joe Bowers, he finished third also, so he came back.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
Yeah. So good job to him as well. So
Good night.
any other comments? I see you guys are watching out there. Make some comments. Any questions?
No, hats off for the Pro 4 guys, though. Best racing of the year. I'm telling you, all year long, Pro 4 guys brought it. And Pro 4 racing goes up and down, right? Mm-hmm. We had a high in the 90s one night. It was one of my shows. We had 43 cars. And we've gone down as low as 6 or 5.
Yeah.
But Kenny always keeps pushing people to come on out and get their cars going. And I think the tire rule has really helped that class. I think they're more affordable.
Yep.
It'd be great if we could get the motors down more affordable. It is what it is. It's a Pro 4 class, not a mini stock class. So it is what it is.
Sorry, I'm trying to get my food out.
But I think with the advent of the foreign parts, the Honda, Toyota type stuff that's coming out, they seem to have a lot less part failures. So inside the motor. Yep. So let's hope that keeps coming. And maybe the Pro 4s will get a little more affordable to run. You buy it once, you don't have to buy it 5 times.
Yeah. Billy Ship said he's running the 3TC.
Hasn't been. That's an old pushrod motor. Hadn't been built in 100 years.
And Jordan Harris was driving, not Josh.
Well, you know.
See, we weren't working. We were playing. But thank you, Sean, for letting us know.
Oh, yeah.
Saints are up at halftime.
Oh, God. Good job this year, Sean,
Go
by the
Browns.
way. Sean finished fifth. Sean finished fifth last night, so great job. Great job all year long, Sean. So
Yeah, Sean's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Nice man, too.
excellent guy.
We ended up catching up with Wes Summers last night, getting him a case of oil.
Yeah.
From Royal
Did you get
Purple.
to him? Okay,
yes,
I
we sure did. Found him.
Yeah.
Nice kid, nice man. I gave him some encouraging words. Hopefully he'll be watching the show. Caught up with Mr. Sam Newcomer yesterday. Have you heard of him before, Sam?
No,
He's
I
this
think
guy
so.
who runs a Claimer and some Modifieds and Pro 4 stuff.
Yep.
Got him a case of power steering fluid yesterday, which was kind of nice. Still haven't seen anybody call in with a good question that we can give them some Royal Purple tonight, though.
We didn't announce that we're going to give more stuff away.
Well, I always am ready to give stuff away.
Go ahead and make that announcement.
It's been announced.
All we have is Whoppers left.
All I have left is assembly lube.
Assembly lube? Really?
No, he's got more. He's bogarting it all down
Oh,
there.
he's got all the good stuff.
Yep.
You have lube.
Charlie Rose. That's how he does
Did
it.
it drop anything good in there?
Mountain.
Oh, almond joy.
Almond
No,
joy.
it's not the taste; it's the consistency.
Trick or treat, everybody. Happy Halloween.
That's
Happy
what
Halloween.
she said.
Some fava beans and a nice candy. Come here, little kid.
Oh, my goodness.
We're going to go to
So we want to remind everybody again, right,
Nope, down bottom corner.
yeah, like right there.
Right there. Right, yep, your hands there.
Right there.
Boom.
So go
No,
ahead.
that's the top. Oh, you're on the other side.
Yeah, we're
The,
on that side of the screen, not that side of the screen.
We got more than one camera.
Right? We have, what?
Right
Look at that shit.
there, yeah. So the Turn5.Live icon you see down there, click on it,
Yep.
roam on it, and then click on it. Subscribe.
Let's talk claimers, huh?
Give us a like, give us a share, tell all your friends and neighbors.
Yeah.
Tell them all.
Best racing podcast in Idaho.
Best racing
Turn5.Live.
Best racing
It's the only one,
podcast in Meridian going on right now.
Live from my grandma's basement.
What is your grandma? Is your grandma doing some funny stuff tonight? That's not
good.
meatloaf.
No.
That is not
that's
meatloaf.
ganja,
That's more.
baby. She's burning rope upstairs. She's smoking some hippage. Oh, nasty as filthy.
Speaking of burning something, I was starting to...
The icky stuff is sticky.
I was setting the fire pit about a week ago, and I couldn't burn nothing. I can't start a fire to save my life. That's why I got a push button grill. I go over there and I siphon I get a little gas out of the race car.
Oh,
Threw it on
jeez.
there.
Oh,
It
man.
burns pretty good, bro.
Holy shit!
Yep.
Oh, my.
I've lost many an eyebrow.
Yeah, I was impressed with how big that fireball went up.
Oof.
Because it was a...
What do we do for a fire pit? We need a Turn5.Live poker game.
Right?
About due.
I'm going to throw
I have
some
the room.
Turn5.Live parties at my house during the off-season.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Lots of sushi.
There's a party in Donald's mouth tonight.
I already had it.
Everybody's coming.
His dog was having a party earlier. Well,
That was on the podcast, wasn't it?
man.
Next.
Moving on.
Jeez. So
We had one more race of the night.
two
Two
actually.
more races of the night.
Sorry.
That's right. We had the claimers did 75 laps.
75 big ones for the claimers.
Those guys had just about as much carnage as the mini stalkers did.
2 drivers from California come to town.
Dude, let me tell you, those fuckers can drink.
Yep, really?
That's what I was doing all
The
night
heck
long.
was that?
It was my nose.
Do you need to be excused?
I'm still laughing about Donald's party.
Kyle Latham, I am an a-hole, and you mention me every once in a while.
Because I said the guys we don't mention.
That's what Kyle Latham said.
So,
Kyle, you're not an a-hole. At least I don't think so.
We were talking about mini stock guys.
right.
Yeah, but never reached a mini stock guy. Next.
Needs to come down and get dirty with us. Just do some real racing. That's actually a pretty good write-off though for your Impact Motors.
What?
Create a Hornet.
They got a Hornet. They bought one.
Yeah, go out there and run.
They got an 08 Focus. They
Seriously?
tried to buy it from him yesterday. Yeah.
You tried?
Yeah. I think I'll buy it if you'll sell it to me.
Yeah, there you go.
Junior wants a Hornet. I don't know why.
All right. Junior's weird. Manny wants one too. I gotta get one for him.
He's
Do
like
that.
4.
No, he's 8. He can start racing in 2 years.
Let's-
2020.
Should be like 12 before they start racing them.
What else?
Claimer. Claimer. So in the field, Tony Ackerman was in the field earlier on. He had to he broke.
Yeah, the
early
63 car broke
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
driveline
Oh.
or something.
Yeah.
Oh, right. In second practice.
Yeah.
Came in on the grader.
Our 2 drivers from California, Eric Ray, defending champion of this race, and his buddy. Let me get back to my notes here. His buddy, in the number 16, Nathan Hickok.
Hickok, I believe.
Hickok. Yeah.
Wild Nathan Hickok.
Do you
Yeah.
know what kind of car that was?
I was gonna ask you
Javelin
what-
or something.
It was a Torino.
Really?
Oh, wow. Grand
I,
Torino.
I had to go. I'm like, I don't know what the hell this thing is.
Yeah.
What is it? He had a Torino.
That is cool.
Cut up, butchered, homogenization Started as a Trino.
Slow fucking Trino. I thought it was a Javelin.
No, we couldn't figure it out.
We had our buddies from Twin Falls, Sean Lester, Eddie Cole, Mitch Pearson, and Ron McClymans in the house as well.
Yeah.
And looking for what do you call it? Our regulars, Kane Thomason was there last night as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thunder Kane Thomason got a call
love that
mid-afternoon or mid-morning and asked if he wanted to come run.
Yeah. Yep.
That car was beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah.
It's been out a few times.
That was Dwayne Dillon built that car, and he ran it himself like once or twice, and sold it. It's been bouncing around a little bit.
So
Wyler Hall of Famer Dwayne Dillon.
Yeah.
Job of the green flag. Preston Henderson actually was out there in front for a while.
Yeah.
In that
Long
race.
time.
Blue and yellow number 3.
Yeah, well, the number 3 of Ed Griffith was out there as well. But I was impressed with Preston last night. He was actually out there for a while.
Yeah, so was the 29 car. I mean, 29 car was out front and had a straightaway, and the 3 car spun out down the back chute.
Yeah.
And when he got back going, he came across
Right
the
in front
29's
of him.
nose, and 29 completely lost all his lead right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got fucked.
yeah.
You got done dry, baby.
There was no cuddling after,
No.
and I don't think they lubed him up before they got it.
Don't. How many times I got to tell you don't buy the peanut butter with nuts?
Right? That scratches a lot. No, yeah, Hyde had a great lead. I mean, the 2 guys are coming, the 20 and the...
So, so
The 96.
96.
so there's some fast guys in the back that were
Taylor,
moving up.
watch your pin.
Eric Ray in the 77 was coming up. Taylor was moving up through the field as well, and some others. Pat Tully in the 67 was coming up through the field also.
Yep. Samuel Newcomer.
So, Sam was moving up there. So, Sam told us he was going to be biding his time for the first 50 laps there.
Then he put his helmet on.
Yeah.
And I love him. He's a good buddy. But, yeah. Got a little aggressive.
Had us, some choice words between the Hydes and Sam.
Well, he calmed down. He actually ran a good race and started coming there towards the end. So he ran a good race.
Yeah. So, let's see. So, Preston was out there for a while. And I thought for a while there he was going to hold off Eric Ray in the 77. I thought for a little bit there he was going to hold him off. He was doing a great job holding him off.
It's amazing how wide that car can get.
That was my next thing I was going to say. Yeah.
You're watching him go through the corners, and you're like, that car is only like 75 inches wide.
Yeah.
Until another car gets around him, and then he's 215 inches wide.
A little bit of controversy in the claim remain there towards the end of the night. You know, we had our final yellow. Mm-hmm. Are we at that point yet? Can I bring that up?
Sure. Okay. Also, Josh Finopoulos, I want to mention him. He was coming from the back. He was hauling also to the front.
I forgot about Josh. He was having a great race. And survived an early motor blown by Sean.
Yeah.
Well, I guess before we get toward the end there's a lot of wrecks, a lot of spins throughout that race. Mitch from Twin had a
Mitch person?
shitty night.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just no way to look at that one.
It was lap 3 is what I was told. And I saw it there in turn 4. In front of Sam was Ron McClymans and whoever was in front of him. They got together somehow, and it was an accordion effect after that. Sam got into Ron. Mitch got into Sam, which there goes the radiator.
Right.
And then it was just bam, bam, bam for like 5 or 6 cars down.
Yeah, it was pretty bad down in 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Happened actually 2 laps in a row, kind of, back to back. Racing deal.
Yeah.
And it sucks for Mitch because he's always worked so hard to come up to Meridian and run well.
Yeah.
He thinks he's snake bit.
Every time he's been there, he has run well.
Yes.
Sure.
And something gets him.
Yep. The automatic transmission got him. Last time he was up before this one because he couldn't push start the car and the battery was dead.
Right.
So what do you do? Mitch is a good guy too.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
He is.
Yeah.
Good. I don't know how old he is, but I call him a kid.
Everybody's a kid to me. Shit, I'm old. But let's go back. Let's go back to the final restart.
Yeah.
It was obvious the 77 car out of California had a lot of motor. A lot of motor. And the 20 car was handling a little bit better. Was running the preferred line, and 77 couldn't find a way around. I don't know if he'd used the old Joey Logano move late in the race. We don't know.
Yeah.
But the restart came, and the 20 car rolled him up real slow, thinking he was going to, surprise them. So it
Yeah.
just seemed like a little slow. And I was sitting in the infield with Dan Breach, and I'm like, too slow. Dan goes, don't do that. And as soon as they went green, the 77 went to the inside, was side by side with him at the start-finish line. What's the Meridian rule on that?
Did he complete the pass by the start-finish line?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to be side by side. I mean, did they blow it? I don't know. But did it happen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they not cover it in the pit meeting? So maybe they let it slide? I don't know. But you're not allowed to pass on the inside at Meridian Speedway before the start-finish line. You're not allowed to approach or attack before the start-finish line. I'm sitting there waiting for a call.
Yeah.
Listening to Dan's open radio. Like, never happened.
Nothing.
So I will say that verbiage has never been used in any pit meeting as far as passing on the inside before the start-finish line.
It has been in the Royal Purple Modified Series pit meeting.
In a Meridian Speedway clarification of there's no passing before the start-finish line. Well, they've never clarified what institutes a pass. Now, approach and attack, different verbiage other than a pass. Because I can be to your door, that's still not a pass.
You know, we need the Meridian Speedway general rules will have that.
Yeah. I don't think it's always said you can't have pass. But where does pass at? If my bumper's at your front tire, is that a pass?
Right.
I'm not in front of you. So
It's not until your rear bumper clears the front bumper of the car. That's when you've
So at what point is a pass a pass? But to instigate an attack, that's much better verbiage of don't go to the inside of the car of the lead car in front of you.
I don't know.
So,
but I've seen that exact thing called at Meridian Speedway recently.
So,
it hasn't been for the lead; it's been in the back.
But I've not seen it clarified that way before. So if anybody, if you've seen it,
right,
and I just haven't, please link us out. Give us a holler.
We got a bunch of questions.
Wait, I just saw my favorite question right here from Sean.
Got a bunch to get to.
Sean, we will have a whole show dedicated just to that. I promise you.
So let's go back up here. Okay, you want to talk about the finish real quick before we go to
so let's finish up this. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about.
Yeah, Eric Ray. Yeah, he of course he had a bunch of motor there, and he eventually got by Preston, and it was bye after that.
Yeah.
And his second consecutive Trunk or Treat Classic 75 lap Claimer main event win.
1,100 mile round trip to
2 years in a row.
Go lay it down.
It's still good to see those guys come to town, though.
I love it.
You know, it's still good to see them come to town. My opinion.
Yeah.
So
at Roseburg, the 77 car runs mid-pack.
Yeah.
They have a different rules package.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at our questions. Let's go
what do we
scroll
got?
up a bit because we got. Don't look at the questions on the bottom yet because there's a whole bunch more up top.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I asked for questions for product. We got some FVP we can give out, right? Or did you use it all?
I got I got that bottle and those 2 bottles.
Okay, we got some of that. That's for third place.
Sure.
Second place, another case of power steering fluid.
Sure.
And why don't we give away one more? This will be the last time I'm able to do this, by the way. How about one more case of this will be 040 weight XPR Royal Purple. I got a case of that.
040.
I'm saving some because I got a truck I'm putting together once more. But yeah, let's talk about our best questions. We got.
So
if you want your questions, you got 2 more minutes to get your question in to be considered. At 8:20 we'll cut off the questions. But let's go back into the top there, Donna. What do you say?
We'll jump. First one I see then we got the Robert question about the Winter Series at Meridian.
Brent started answering that. They're talking about putting V8s in mini stocks and stuff.
No, that's the monster. But just in general, it's just a winter.
That'll be winter only. I talked about that last night with people that know.
No, I mean the winter races. That's the Hornets, mini stocks, and
Super Stingers. They're going to call it.
Yeah, Super Stingers.
Bombers.
So it's basically what, four car classes for the winter, 5 races.
When I heard Winter Series, I was thinking it was going to be go-karts. Of course, it's not. It's going to be on
that was my
track.
first thing, too.
And it'll be rain, shine, snow, wind, hurricane, ice, whatever we got.
Earthquakes, yep.
So that will be very interesting. And one thing I haven't seen, and I'd love to see from Adam here soon, is tire packages. Are we running the Hoosier 700s and mini stocks on ice?
I don't know.
Or would we be allowed to throw on some DOT
I think
show
your
tires?
question probably needs to go to Dan
breach. I'm sorry, breach.
Breach.
Yeah, it is a breach. Dan Breach is
It'd be a breach thing.
5 races: November 24th, December 15th, January 5th, January 26th, and February 16th are the dates for the Winter Heat Series. So there you have it. There was actually a question right before that, Donovan, with from Jeremy White, probably directed to you there, Mr. Todd. Just wondering if Royal Purple is going to be maybe see a few new tracks next year.
Maybe,
yeah.
You'll know in December.
This actually, yeah. That's some
new tracks. I don't know. New to you, yeah, but yeah, probably. But new to the series.
Yeah, the series has hit a lot of
the
tracks.
Series. This will be our 7th year. So we've been. What tracks have we been to?
This dance.
We've been to State Line,
Hermiston,
Pocatello, RMR.
Can we please go back to Pokey?
Twin Falls, Meridian Speedway, Hermiston, Wenatchee.
Yeah, Wenatchee. We've hit almost everything within driving distance.
Well,
reasonable driving distance.
Here's the thing with our series schedule, because there's a lot of people that ask this time of year. We film Meridian Speedway, we film Magic Valley Speedway, and then we see what's left.
Right.
And I've had 1, 2, 3, 4 ask, yes, we'll take a date right now. Which date do you want to pick? I've had 1 go, well, we're interested. What do you want? And that want to talk money. But 4 more tracks compared to what we got. I'm telling you, some of these tracks that are asking, the guys in Utah, it's a 2-day trip. 5, Denver. The Denver race everybody knows about because the Denver guy sat in a pit meeting and said, I'll throw $5,000 tow money for everybody to come. And
shit.
That was Vecchiarelli's.
Yeah.
And that's a day and a half from Salt Lake or something. I mean, it's 9 hours from Salt Lake. And then, good Lord.
Yeah.
What are we going to get? That run their local cars with 3-4 bars? So we got to look at what's best for Meridian Speedway, Magic Valley Speedway first, because without them, there is no series. Mm-hmm. And then we move forward from there.
And then who's got the big car haulers you can put a bunch of cars into?
Yeah, I would love to have said over the years it would have been Rocky Mountain Raceway's 3 races, Magic 3 races, Meridian 3 races, and 1 wild card. Mm-hmm. But it never worked that way with Rocky Mountain Raceways because of personality conflicts.
What?
I'll tell you, I am probably at least 5% at fault with that.
It's far bigger than I expected.
Maybe 5%. Damn it, Eames. Ben Stotter Eames. I said it again, didn't I? I don't give a shit anymore. But, it's
all water.
I love the racetrack. I love the people down there, except for a couple pricks. And but all the racers are fantastic people. Good Lord, I hope they come run with us. But yeah, we'll probably have something, another track. But it really depends on the local stuff. I know that we're planning on having a huge event next year. I mean, the state, hold on to your butts for what we're planning on having, at least one big event. These guys don't know what I'm talking about.
Not a clue.
Nope. And we'll be making that announcement when about, you think?
We'll make that announcement right after I tell you we're ready.
March. Okay.
I'm not going to let that stuff out the bag. That's I don't tell anybody.
So,
Fair
anticipation time.
But
It's good.
remember their calendar flipping and stuff. We got 4th of July stuff coming. We got things coming. I mean, it's the hardest thing I do is do schedule. Next question.
Yes, moving on.
Okay, so Sean Young. Any truth to the rumor that
wasn't Sean Young a lady movie star? Wasn't she Catwoman? Wasn't she in No Way Out? She was in
Single white female.
Yeah. Sorry, Sean. You share a name with a girl that was pretty hot. She was in Kevin Costner No Way Out.
Was it?
Yeah. And Blade Runner.
She was.
She was in Blade Runner. Sorry, Sean. Next.
Moving on.
Are the Hornets going to be going to 4 Hoosiers next year? And Brent already actually answered that saying yes.
With the follow-up question of what's the difference?
What's the difference?
The sole difference at that point will be 2 down bars versus no 2 down bars.
Because you're not allowed to get behind the valves and build a mini stock motor, right?
That's no mini stock has that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Every Ford does.
What? I run a Honda. I'm gonna fuck with my carburetor all I want.
Honda, you don't need to. If you got 4 valves per cylinder, you got more flow anyway.
Yeah, so literally at that point, the difference between a mini stock and a Pro 4 will be the fact, or a mini stock and a Hornet at that point will be 2 down bars, and we in the mini stocks can change our suspension.
Depends on what Hoosier they go to, though.
They'll just run the 700s.
You don't know that.
I don't know that.
That's true.
It would make total sense if I were a track owner to run a different tire than the Hoosier 700.
Well, but then the cars can't be passed. The Hoosier tire can't be passed down. Maybe it can be a used Hoosier from the mini stocks. I mean, Adam isn't dumb, so you know he's thinking of stuff.
Right.
Some more comments here. Going back to that Eric Ray thing on that last restart. Sam Newcomer. Hey, Sam. Finally, you joined the show.
About time, Sam. Where you been?
Yeah.
Like latecomer at this point.
Latecomer.
That's like twice in a row.
Yeah.
Sam got here late for the show last time.
Orange Show Speedway rules state you cannot break the plane of the front car until the start line.
That's 1,400 miles from here.
Yeah, that's what Brent Hardy says.
Even if it was twin, it's still 117 miles.
Brent Hardy says, you're not at Orange Show anymore, Sam.
You're not at Orange Show.
So Adam Fisher says, shout out to, I just lost it, shout out to Cody Castercone getting that Stinger track record. That's right.
That's right.
Yes,
Stinger
group qualifying track record.
Yeah, group qualifying.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I love that we have to differentiate that now for all the different track records.
Oh, yeah.
We have like 49 track records now at this point.
Yeah, whatever.
Miranda says, when Mulder talked to her about the restarts, you can't even look in the low line before the line, as I have photo proof my front bumper never passed his back bumper.
Okay.
So I guess you can't even look.
That doesn't qualify as a question for the funds.
No, I'm just looking. It's
Poor question.
Good comments, though.
It used to be phrased as a question. This is Jeopardy.
Yeah, Jeopardy. What is not breaking the plane?
Well, we get a laser out, I guess. You know, Jesus. Now we can get technical here. Here's a question from Kyle Latham. Todd, can we win the nice hat that you're wearing?
Right? Isn't that a fantastic hat?
I bought this. This is because my head was cold. This is it. You felt this out last night, didn't you?
It's got a thermal
Kyle?
lining on the inside of that
Yeah,
thing.
and I'm sweating right now.
Right?
It
You're
is
making
good.
me hot.
I love Boise State. Right after racing, Boise State's my second favorite thing.
Yeah.
Seahawks are third.
Something I was going to mention here later on, I must just mention it now. Adam Fisher said, what do you guys think about the junior late model class?
Yes, I saw that this
That's what we need
this morning. But I don't think I got out of bed.
We need more classes.
You know,
we need more 4-car classes.
You know what we need is a V8 option in a mini stock.
You know what we need? We need everybody have their own class. Everybody wins. Sportsman, rookie,
I want a trophy.
Need to cap it out at 20 classes, I think.
I'm dreaming of
Are we there at this point?
a front-wheel drive mini truck class.
Yes.
Yes.
I still think the
What was that
mods-
Volkswagen piece of shit? A front-wheel drive mini stock
What
truck
was that car? Wasn't this
on slicks with wings.
Yes. You are a genius.
One,
Mini mods. Meridian Speedway. Let's make it happen.
4-cylinder super modifieds. I remember watching one of those hauling ass around the racetrack.
That would be so fucking cool.
Oof. It was fast.
No weight, big wing, let's go.
one more question I overlooked. Todd, didn't they have a rule on how wide their cars can be? I think he was talking. Were we talking about claimers and how wide they can be? Or
Minis.
Was it minis?
We brought it up. There's
should
no
be.
existing.
There should be
There's a
width
wheelbase rule, but
Sure.
not a
track width.
track width. Yeah, track width.
Should be.
Because I know I'm pushing 75 and an eighth. Because I'm skinny.
Modifieds are 78, and it's what that rule is. It's not what you think. The rule in the modifieds isn't. It is. Yeah, if you make the car wider, it'd handle better, no doubt. But it's more for safety. It's got to fit in a box this big. You know, the front or the rear can't be over 78. We just check the front because the front's always wider than the rear. That makes the car turn better. So there's got to be a track width rule. Outside to outside rule.
Yeah.
That's the safety rule. Safety rule, so the car's side by side, somebody doesn't put the right front way the hell out there.
Yeah.
You know, trying to dive in on somebody that's got the right rear poking way out, and you're diving in on the outside.
Clip that. Clip that.
Keep saying
Yeah, you're all over that thing.
Yeah. So that's all the questions we have so far. And yeah, we can mull over that. As we mentioned, one more class at race last night was the Hornets. They had a whole bunch of stuff. They had 360 pumpkins. I heard about.
Water.
I missed that part of the pumpkin. What they do with the pumpkins?
They just put them up in turn 3 and 4.
There's a pickup truck over that had a bed full of pumpkins. We're all going over there checking pumpkins on the racetrack too while they're going.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be a standing start, but for some reason the front road wasn't listening to Steve. And so the pace truck took off, and they all took off with him. We had to go stop them down in 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah, is that why they did that?
It was Dan and I had to go stop and hold him down there. Guys, you're not supposed to know there's pumpkins behind you. If you drive around them, you're going to see them all.
I guess they threw water out there, and they also did some 360s as well in the back straightaway.
Yes, all of a sudden, and they did not know. They got told on the radio they had to do it. One car just didn't do it. The 14 just said, screw it, we're not doing it.
Yeah. Ripper Ready. Ricker, whatever his name is.
Wrecker Ready?
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph.
But in the end,
James
Paul took the win, and here's your something I hold close to my heart. Here's your 2018 champion.
Show guest
with
everybody's favorite kid.
He's not a kid anymore. He's coming up 22.
You're a kid to me, dumbass.
With a car that picked up its second championship as well. I'm very happy about that.
It's when Powers got out, you guys had a free for all. Once Powers left,
Not really.
Powers had y'all covered for a couple of years.
I beat Rob a couple times, so.
I'm going to text him up.
He knows it.
Let's go right now.
He knows it. Between Tommy Harrod, me, and Drew Crenshaw and Rob Powers, we had a great time out there.
Absolutely, he had more fun. That cheater car that he had.
That little Del Sol.
No, he had an Escort with a freaking rally car motor in it. That they got some rally car.
Pick up one of those Ford RS motors from
He bought it from somebody. No, he traded his go-kart for it.
Yeah,
that's freaking awesome.
Yep. Rob's listening tonight, so he's going, well, don't tell nobody I was cheating for those 2 championships.
I love Rob.
Well,
Rob.
I love the warts on my feet, too.
Feels like it's part of you.
I love Rob, too. So, let's talk about our questions. How did we go in the standings there? Because we're over time. How did we go over?
I'm not sure if it's a question or not, but go Chiefs.
That's not a question.
Yeah.
It was not phrased as a question, Sean.
What is go Chiefs?
What is no?
What is
go away Chiefs?
Oh.
Well, let's see. Jeremy had a good question with the new tracks for Royal Purple Modifieds. Sean actually had a good question with the 4 Hoosiers on the Hornets for next year.
Mm-hmm. Good question.
Very good questions.
Only 2 questions?
Yeah. Well, no, there was more than that, but I think those are the 2 that kind of stand out for me.
We need 3. Either Thunderwhack.
Yep.
All right, you freaking doorknob. I'll find
you
one.
Fucking do it. Gut you like a trout.
I'm going to take your eyeball out and fuck your skull.
Twice.
Just take me a minute.
Just take you 2 pumps.
Let's see here. What do we got?
Best 3
So
seconds.
what is okay? So Robert Steven. Let's see. Now we give 2 questions.
the camera.
Royal Purple, winter races, Sean Young's
With the Hoosiers.
4 Hoosiers.
I mean, Kyle said, "Can we win your hat?" No.
Which I still think is the best question right there.
Adam Fisher, what do you think? What do you guys think about the junior late model class? I'm trying
Was
to.
that before 820?
Yeah, I'm trying to split up with 3 questions with 3 different people because Robert
We
actually
never answered the junior late model class. Other
we
than I
don't
made
know.
fun of the fact that we have a
which is that means that
more classes.
we don't know.
Seahawks won today, by the way.
Yeah, we don't know the answer to that, which means it's a good question.
Yeah, it's an
not?
interesting development. I look forward to seeing.
Well, they could
Kids
run
run
them with
late models.
with the pit stop modifieds.
Right. Why not?
Everybody else does.
Yeah. So my question on that is: are they going to come up for one race, or are they going to include them as a division? So they're going to run multiple races. It's going to be a track thing? Is it a third-party run thing? You know, what's the deal with that? I think it's interesting. I look forward to learning more about it.
A series like that, there probably isn't enough cars in one area to run them. I mean, can anybody hear me?
Now we can.
Who are you?
Huh?
Never heard of them.
Shut up.
Got to work.
Madeira has a junior late model
Right.
class that has 14 cars or something like
Right.
that. Mike Nake has 3 or 4 of them. That's where Hallie Deegan came from, and some of these other people came from.
Telford.
Telford went down and raced there, sure. Yeah, they came up from that series. You know, there's enough of them. You know, Adam, if you got 4 cars, you got a class.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
more interested in, is there going to be a Rebel Mod class?
Well,
Nobody said anything about that.
Keckley sold both, or selling both his cars.
Seahawks suck. Sean Young, you do not win anything tonight.
You
Sorry.
have won the number
You
1
have
seed.
won.
No, wait.
You've
Sean,
won. You have
state
won
it
3
as
things.
a question.
You have won 3 things, but I'm going to take away this one and this one.
Sean, please quickly state it as a question. We'll follow you.
Sean's out. I don't even know who he is. He's out.
No, he actually asked a great question, though. It's a good question. Not the Seahawks. About the.
Are you a
Roosters.
distributor, Royal Purple Products? He can win the FVP. How about that?
Distribute those.
Because I don't. What?
What's that question? Newcomer, what the hell is that question?
What question?
What do you think of the new modified tires and the lower gear rule? Sam Newcomer, is that the question you're asking? Well, they're going to go to an AR tire, American Racer tire, a slick tire, a 10-inch wide.
For Meridian Speedway?
Yeah, for the NWASS Pit Stop Modified Series.
The B-Mods.
Modifieds. B-Mods, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. Pit Stop Mods.
They B-Mods.
Yeah, they're going to that. They cannot get the carcass anymore off the K&N car, which I think will make things a little bit evener. That'll take away all that doubt and that suspicion of where you're getting your tires from.
How scrubbed are they?
Yeah, sticker scrubs or sticker scrubs or scrubs or stickers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that'll help that class. They did a tire test with the several different tires.
Right.
They turned out that their opinion was that the American Racer would be a great tire for them. Mm-hmm. So they're going to go on a tire program, get 6 tires for their first event, and every 6 races get 4 more or something like that, and brand them up, do that kind of program, and go with that. And the gear rule, they're dropping the gear rule so that they won't turn as many RPMs.
Okay.
Which, it plays into Josh Jackson's hands with the big block.
Oh, yeah.
The big block don't need to turn no RPMs. It goes ka-thumpa, 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 and it's down the straightaway.
I'm turning 1,800 RPMs, and I've got 5,000 pound-feet of torque.
Thumpa-da, 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 it goes 2 revolutions, and it's the end of the straightaway. So, but he does pack a lot of nose weight because of that, but they work it out. Mm-hmm. But, it said to knock the Royal Purple Modified Series modifieds out of coming. Okay. It sounds like they're going to have 1 rules package. That's the only thing that's going to run in that class, which is a good idea.
So not having 5 sets of rules.
Yeah.
It's kind of a unique thought.
Go figure.
And they're going to run for Division 1 money. It looks like Magic Valley Speedway will probably do something similar with modified. So you're going to have, if it's Division 1 at Meridian, you need 20 or so shows. Magic Valley, 20 or so shows with modifieds.
It's a lot of double meaning.
That's a whole bunch of squishing.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of squishing the old RPMS is what it is. So it's one of those things we work out in November. I don't own a racetrack. Those racetracks come first. We fall where we fall.
I missed a lot.
When we started this, it wasn't that way. Success is a killer, I guess, of good things. So once again, it's personal stuff needs to step aside. Whatever's best for racing is what needs to happen. So if we need to run elsewhere, we'll run elsewhere. I mean, but I know that we'll have plenty of shows next year.
Yeah.
And I know Meridian Speedway's on board 100% from what I've been told. So I haven't talked to Eddie yet. This time of year, he kind of goes down for a bit on purpose so that he's under, he can go vacation and do some things, catch up on some stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll get together here before Warp and be fine.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, let's vote on some questions here. And
the guy who says Seahawks sucks out.
No, he had the best question.
I remember asking you a goddamn thing, and you've never watched Pulp Fiction, ladies and gentlemen.
I knew he was going to mention
Jesus has never watched Pulp Fiction. So I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing, Britt. What's in this? Sprite. Let me wash this down.
All right.
He has no idea what we're talking about.
No, but you guys are just.
It's Samuel L. Jackson, who is the best actor ever.
One of them.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah. My vote is for Jeremy White. What's going to happen? What's the new tracks for Royal Purple Modifieds next year?
Actually, Sam made a good point right there. Sam, maybe that you're talking and knock the RPMs down. Well, that changes my opinion a bit. Thank you, Sam, for being smarter than me. Let's see. I'm not really going to kick Sean Young out. I'm just fucking with him. Of course.
No, I think that was a good question. It's the 4-cylinder racing is always what's near.
Plus, I loved her work in as Catwoman.
She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
But anytime we can talk about Hornets and mini stocks and shed some light and education, get more cars in there.
Plus, 040 oil probably fit his rig more.
I think that would be a fantastic.
Sean Young
setup,
first,
especially coming in for the winter series.
Yep, because you're gonna eat thin oil.
Yep.
Sean Young first.
Sean Young oil.
Give him the clap.
Gotcha, bub.
Number 2.
Go see the doctor tomorrow.
Thunder Latham.
Latham penis?
What do you say? What do you ask?
Little Latham or big Latham?
Well, I mean, you're over exaggerating both, aren't you?
Well, that's about right.
Yeah. Wait, they can only win so
You know, every
often.
time I do that, it makes noise.
Yeah. Oh, I can't hear you. What? Huh? What was that?
What was that?
Oh.
So who's third? Who's our
Sam
third
and Latham
question?
have both won before.
So Sean was first. We're picking number 2.
Junior late model. It's up there somewhere.
Yeah. Adam Fisher. What do you guys think about the junior late model class?
Yeah. It sparked conversation.
That'd be third.
Yeah.
That'd be third.
What,
All right.
what do we have for third?
What do we?
Oh, our
what about?
Stay tuned.
Do we say who was second?
No, we have not yet.
Okay,
That'd be the guy who asked about the Royal Purple Modified Series.
that was Jeremy White.
Jeremy White.
Jeremy
It's
White.
a case of Royal Purple power steering fluid.
Power steering.
Good. God knows they have power steering issues in their cars from time
Right.
to time. So
Yep. And Lord
big
knows
trucks.
it's a long drive to get up here.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of
I'll
turning.
bring it down to him next time I drive down.
That's right. You're going down there.
I go down there a lot.
You do go down often.
Sean was number 1. Jeremy was number 2, and Adam Fisher number 3.
All right.
So
Let's call
Sean,
it.
Jeremy, Adam.
So I want to thank our
Give
sponsors for
messages, yeah.
tonight. I want to thank Royal Purple Modified Series, the Royal Purple, for giving our prizes out.
Heck yeah.
Because nobody ever gives out any Lion Tamer or Sharmaines at all. Nobody ever does any of that stuff or Volt Vapes. It doesn't ever come out. I don't know why.
Oh, I can't give away e-liquid. It's against the law.
Beard stuff is not e-liquid.
Are you sure?
You've dealt with the law before, though.
What's that?
Nothing. Nothing.
That was in your out loud voice, bro. Shh. Can you edit that?
Speaking of which, voltvapes.com, liontamer.com, and charmaines.shop.
.shop. FVP products.
FVPparts.com.
FVP parts. Those are good folks. Danny and the crew. Also, I'd like to thank Tony Flores and the Flores Group and Keller Williams. Fantastic folks. And Tony, I'm looking forward to seeing you pretty soon because I haven't seen you this weekend, like we talked. So we need to get together. I'm home this week. And, of course, last but not least, Marc Newman and AC to Z Mechanical. For all your heating needs, guys, I tell you what, take care of the people that are taking care of us. If you have
Yes.
some issues with your heater, or if you want to give yourself a once-over before the winter starts ticking in, Marc Newman is fantastic. The guy does great customer service. He's dependable as crap. He tells you he's going to be there. He's there exactly that time. Hit up our friend Marc Newman through Facebook. You can call me. I can give you his number.
Check out our website, Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
Turn5.Live on Facebook. And even on this show, down below, you'll see the links and phone number information.
Kyle and Brent are still waiting on their lip balm.
Yeah, I was going to bring.
I brought you some of your stuff, and I forgot it. The rest of it. So
And
I
Brent-
will swing back by there.
Didn't Brent get third last time we did this?
Yeah, he was supposed
I
to.
got some stuff for Brent in the back of my truck. I got some squirt bottles of Go Fast.
Nice.
I got some Royal Purple products for Brent. I just did not see you last night except when we were on the racetrack.
I haven't
busy.
seen Brent in a while.
I seen him last night, but he's on the racetrack busy.
Whatever.
I didn't want to hand him his stuff right in the middle of him announcing.
Right.
So, plus I didn't have it. Anyway, I think we covered the sponsors. We had a good show tonight. Guys, I'm telling you what, next week we'll have to have a show.
Yes.
Next week we have to have a show. 2 weeks from tonight we will not have a show. Is that where we're at?
It'll be some type of a show, possibly.
Yeah. But Turn5.Live in the winter here, we're going to have a couple things that are a bit different. It won't be your typical format that you're seeing here. We'll do some iRacing things. Those of you that are always interested in what iRacing is and how we do
Check
it.
us out.
We're going to have a show based on iRacing. It's going to come. And we're going to do a race. We're going to see everything, how the gear works, how the equipment is set up. It's a good possibility. I'll bring my rig over here to Donovan's house, and we'll actually have both iRacing rigs here in the...
Dude, we could totally set that up in here,
yeah,
too.
and we'll get Telford involved, and we'll get Kyle Telstrom's coming on board. I know Eddie...
We had Chad Barker on.
Chad Barker will be, because he's probably the best driver of all of us.
Oh, my God. He is fast.
Yeah.
And
we'll have an iRacing show. So if you're interested in doing something over the winter, iRacing is an expensive hobby. It's about the cost of a set of tires. But fuckers,
It's not.
It's a little bit
way
more
expensive.
you're about $1,500 to get going in iRacing.
You need a good computer. Not a good. I mean,
$1,000 for a computer, $500 for a wheel and tire and setup.
Good video card.
monitor?
And
you need a $1,000 computer. You have to have a processor and a video card that'll get it done.
Yeah, the better the video card, the better the graphics, and a really good internet connection.
You have to have good internet.
Yeah.
If you're dialing it up or something like that, or you're hacking off your neighbor's Wi-Fi, it ain't going to fucking work.
Or if there's 13 of you in the house leeching internet.
Or you're in an apartment and everybody's got the same Wi-Fi. It's not going to work because 5 guys are going to be watching porn while you're trying to fire up your car.
Right.
So you need a dedicated deal. I run cable. Yep. Donovan runs a business cable program.
I know it's something else. A couple of the shows we're going to try to do this year. We're talking about some car building. We did the safety show.
And we're going to do sponsors. We're going to do getting sponsors and procuring sponsors and presenting yourself. DJ's going to host a show on conducting interviews with media.
Yep.
It's coming up. He didn't even know that, but I know he agrees.
I'll do it.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing some of that. I-10 will be back involved, of course. So this winter's going to be very full on Turn5.Live.
I know we have the winter series, so we will do the show commenting on the winter series and winter racing in the area.
It's only 5 shows, so not that much.
So, but we will also touch a lot on some shows will just be dedicated to the whole show is going to be, what is this, how and why, and how is this going to make you better?
Yeah, and perhaps if you have any ideas you guys have out there that are watching, you want us to talk about, think about it in the next few weeks and let us know.
Hit us up on the Facebook group for Turn5.Live fan page. We'll have some discussions, communications. We will shut you down and make you feel like a small, invalid individual. Or we'll fully support you one way or the other.
Well, I'll shut you down and make you feel stupid anyway, because that's how I look stupid myself.
Yeah.
I'm here for your entertainment. I'm not normally this big of a prick.
He always.
But
away from the cameras, though, he's
still an asshole.
Oh, Kyle Latham says that Chad Barker sat on more poles than anybody in the Northwest.
Oh, he definitely likes to sit on those poles.
And Brent says he needs his lip balms because his lips are chapped from kissing some Adam butt or something. Let's see here. What did you say?
Did you seriously?
Oh, Adam, that was a great show tonight.
Brent, send me a message. Let me know what all you guys want. I'll give you a handful of lip balms. We'll get you set up.
Love you very much. You guys are my friends. I'm just kidding. For Todd Labronte,
DGS Everest.
Did Jesus Everett the first? DJ Everett, Jonathan Johns over here on my right. That's not even his real name. But that's what he goes by. Just letting you. This is his legal name, but it's not his real name. I know that.
I go by a lot of names.
I'm one of the few people that know that, by the way.
Really?
You changed your name. I know that.
They often call me God.
It was a Slippy Slammy. Was his old name Slippity, Slimy, Samsonite.
Wait,
that's what his name was.
They called me Poland.
Yeah, Saul Goodman. It's all good, man.
It's all good, man.
Right on. For Todd, Donovan, DJ, love you guys for all our sponsors. We'll see you next week. Because we won't see you at the races.
Amen. Bye-bye.